day, so shall it be in the end. Alright, and I'm feeling alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. So let's get together to fight this holy Armageddon. One love, there is one question I'd really love to ask. Is there a place for those the hopeless sinners who have hurt all mankind just to save their souls?
I have actual family here, I have work family here, and thank you guys so much for volunteering, and thank you for the musicians for donating your time. If you guys are enjoying the food, that's catered by Ducky, so make sure you check that out. We also have some donated desserts from a local baker. Her name's Bacon Babes. That's not her first name, but that's what her business is called, Patricia Erickson, and then also Panera's Fudging and some desserts. So hope you guys are enjoying the food. Wine is downstairs if you haven't made your way down there, and there's plenty left, so make sure you're tasting all the different varietals. So a little bit about Wine to Water. Today is World Water Day, so it's not a national recognition, it's World Water Day, so that's why we chose to do it today. It's a beautiful day. You guys could have chose to be at the beach. You could have been at a Lightning game with the playoff push across the room during some, you know. You guys are big fans. So thanks for coming out here today and supporting. So Wine to Water is a charity out of Boone, North Carolina, and they sell wine basically to raise awareness and raise funds for clean water projects. I came across Wine to Water about a year ago, and just a little reason why I fell in love with this organization. It was started by a bartender out of Boone, North Carolina. Any bartenders in the room? Yeah. So I connected with that instantly. Then also they're raising their money by selling wine, so who doesn't love wine? And then, so the name comes from the first miracle in the Bible. So when Jesus turned water into wine, Jesus wine into water. So miracles are a big part of my life. Neither myself nor my dad would be standing here today if it weren't for miracles. So that also really connected with me. And then water. Water is the answer to life. I mean, you can look at documentaries on TV, or even go to these countries and you see how serious the need is for clean water. Clean water is the answer to pretty much every problem. It can basically sustain an entire community, and it can help them, make money and just really survive for basic sanitation needs. So basically their mission is what really spoke to me. Last October I was able to go down to the Amazon, Peru, Colombia, and Brazil, and check up on wells that we've drilled, the Wine to Water has drilled, and we built a rainwater catchment system in Brazil for a school that was getting threatened to be shut down. So that trip was life-changing for me. So basically what I decided while I was down there in the Amazon was to come back home and spread awareness here in Tampa. We're surrounded by so much water. We're also blessed here and to be here today on this beautiful day. And so, wine represents fortune, and that's what Wine to Water wants to do, is give the fortunate people of the world a chance to help the less fortunate. But what you realize when you go down to these countries, they don't think that they're less fortunate by any means. We landed in the capital of Colombia, Bogota, and I already think that it's like the most impoverished place I've ever been. Well, then we got on another plane and went down to Leticia in Colombia, and it just kept getting more and more impoverished. People living in cardboard boxes and just living along this brown river, taking baths in the river, drinking the water straight out of cups from the river. So it just kept getting more and more shocking as we get there. And then we got to our destination in Brazil, where we were sleeping in hammocks, sleeping outdoors, and you're like, but the people there were so happy. Our very first day there, we got on canoes and took a trip up the river. It was National Children's Day. So we took a trip up the river to go donate food and gifts to these kids, and kids with just complete barefoot, clothes. They're wearing clothes like Disney World t-shirts and stuff like that. It's all hand-me-downs, obviously. You can see them and you're like, oh, Disney World. They have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm sure all of us have pretty much had some experience with Disney World. But that's just, that's their way of life down there. And the fact that we were with this community, that when I arrived in that community, I knew I was going to be living there for 2 weeks with no running water, no Wi-Fi, no basic things that we enjoy here. And then we got on a boat and went down to somewhere, and they gave everything they had. That was really touching for me to see people that, to me, in my eyes, seem pretty less fortunate, but not to them. They're way more rich, in my opinion, in love and caring for one another than I feel a lot of us are here. But not this group here. I think that you all are also getting to be here, so thank you so much. So basically, this is the kickoff event for the Tampa chapter. There are 2 city chapters currently, one in Chicago and one in Vicenza, Italy. So now in Tampa, we're the 3rd city chapter, so let's turn around. You guys all are very excited about that. So basically what this chapter will entail is, if you guys gave us some information up front, it's going to be me reaching out to you, and just, this is such a great town and city here in Tampa, and doing different events and different types of fundraisers. I'm going to be spreading the word about trips that are upcoming. This summer I'm going to be taking a trip somewhere, and you guys are all invited to come with me and help spread, clean water and basic sanitation to these people in need. So thank you all for being a part. We are going to show a CNN documentary. So Doc Henley, who was interviewed by, I don't remember the name, but it's Elaine from Seinfeld, and Wine to Water was featured on CNN Heroes a few years ago. And by the way, it's been around since 2004. Not a brand new charity, but it's really starting to take off since the CNN documentary. So we're just going to show a quick clip of the video. So again, thank you all for coming. We're going to be drawing for prizes around 6:30, so I hope y'all can stick around until then. Food's inside, make sure you eat. But they have maybe 7 people full-time staff, and I work really closely with them, and this is just an organization I'm really excited to be a part of. A lot of people have asked me how to get involved. They're like, I've been wanting to go on a mission trip, and they see my pictures from when I went down there. How do you do it? My advice is really just find a charity that speaks to you, and I told you guys earlier, the reason why I told you guys why Wine to Water is supposed to be just to show that really find something you're passionate about, and then it's so easy to really take your into it and dive deep into it, giving it all your free time, and then making time for things like this at the event. So downstairs, computers are set up. If you guys want to purchase any wine, you can purchase it right here today, and that will show that it came from the event. If not, if you want to take some information home, order from home, that's awesome too. Little less than half of each purchase of the wine bottles goes to these projects around the world. And I don't think I explained what they do. They basically go into these communities and find out what each community needs for water needs. So it's not, going to a country's really low. It's going into these countries and working with the nationals and the locals side by side. When we were in the Amazon, we worked with people with 3 translators in between English to Spanish to Portuguese to Ticuna, which is local tribal language. So it's really fulfilling when you can go and complete a project with people you can't even speak to. So basically just find your passion if you guys are interested in any of these type of trips. I would love to take you with me. So I think that's all I have. And I wanted to also thank John McCoy here. If it weren't for him, I told him about this event, and he pretty much became the planner of it. So as most of you probably here already know what an amazing person he is. So hope you guys can come back out to the Dubliner often and support him as well. So basically what he wanted me to relate to you guys is let's get this party started now, and we're going to start back up with music. Thank you guys for coming. They're getting more. Do you want to?
Let's do one at a time. For the white bottle of wine, 221-946. 221-946. Red, red wine.
That 40-inch
Wings Van Dan.
Wings Van Dan. There you go.
Congratulations. Here we go! Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I'm inclined to believe they never would, but